Welcome to Deep Thought. Be a proud black nerd. Be a proud black nerd. Now, I know I have a multitude of people from racial background that follow this channel, but I want to focus specifically on people who would identify, black people who would identify themselves as nerds. I mean, the actual term is blurred, black nerd and everything. And I'm going to tell you what, be proud. Be proud. Because first of all, issue society might have with a black nerd is you still have elements in society that want to stereotype black people in just one way. Let's just be real. We got that. In fact, I had that one time some troll came on when I was talking about different black cultures of a couple months ago and tried to say, oh no, it's all the hip hop and all of that. No, that's just one culture. That's one subculture and everything. Or even that so-called thug thing, one subculture. Because you notice you still have, I'm going to call them racists still out there. Who, they just say, oh, that's a thug, or, or something a lot of blacks have come across. It was like, yeah, they meet somebody of another race and it was like, oh, you're different. Somebody will say that and look, let's just be real. That person say that, ask him that. If you black and somebody say, oh, you're different from everybody, it's like, how many do you know personally? Yeah, that's a whole other conversation about media images, stereotypes, and everything. And we know that we got them. It's like certain stereotypes that really touch the black community. Now, nerds, first of all, there's that stereotype like black people are dumb. But nerds, the very nature of nerdiness is being intellectual, being into something. That's the very nature of it. There's nothing wrong with that, Nothing wrong with that at all. It's like, just be proud of that, Be proud of that. But see, that's just one element looking at how society will look at somebody black. That's just one element of it. Another reason to be proud is who you are. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm proud of nerds, regardless of race, but specifically black nerds. Because think about it. We live in a society that says you have to be this or that. And not just with black people, but with people in general. Because the theys are always saying, they always putting out some image and saying, well, you got to be this, or you got to have that, or, to be successful, you should look this way, or all of that. Yeah, and then, you know what? Some of the economic, they sell you something to be just that. Now, one thing I actually wrote something. It was like some notes for a book I was going to write. One thing about nerds, I have an admiration for them because they can go against the grain. They are themselves. They're authentic. Yeah, they like this. They like something. They ain't trying to be super cool. They ain't trying to follow any crowd or anything like that. It was like, no, this is who they are. To me, that's brave. That's manhood, really. For the men, womanhood for the women. If you're a nerd or something, you're a blackie, you're a nerd, and you're going to an intellectual thing, yeah, there's going to be some people come against you because you're going to get some people can't deal with your intellect, or some people can't deal with your look, and they feel like, hey, you need to be cutting your hair like this. You need to be wearing your clothes like this. Nerds don't give a fuck. That's one thing. I say nerds, and that's regardless of race. But like I said, specifically talking about black nerds, don't give a fuck. They who they are and they proud of it. They cool with it. It's like a dude I never forget this one dude. Now, he wasn't calling himself a nerd. He had some nerdy aspects. But I remember he said he was a nice guy. He was proud of that shit. He wasn't trying to change up. He wasn't trying to do something what everybody else was doing. He was going to be him. And that's the one thing with a nerd. If you're a nerd, be proud of that shit. They don't let anybody, and yeah, you're going to get some people talk against you. But see, here's the thing, and this is what the theys do. The theys Whether they are the economic, political, metaphysical days or just the days in your damn family. They want you to follow along the herd. It's like, nah, nah. And one of the things I'm glad to see is like just the culture that the black nerds are building up. They starting to build up a culture, you know, with podcasts, conferences. I like to cosplay at some of them. I gotta check it out. Next time they have one near me, I gotta check it out. You know, it's like, but it's very important because you're free to see. Here's the thing: one thing black nerds have, they free to be themselves, and they embrace themselves. Let's just be real. Most people, regardless of race, aren't free. Most people are following along on something. They following along on something. It's like there's a lot of people out there because, like I said, I study subcultures, communities, all of that. You have a lot of people, they just follow along whatever is the norm or whatever is the style, whatever. And they really just being herded like sheep by the days. The days are more like shepherds. Let's just say the shepherds are herding people along, or shepherds work for the days. I don't know. Might talk about all that. But, nerds are just, black nerds are just saying, you know what? Yeah, we got all this stuff saying I should do this, wear my hair this way, be this cool dude. Cool. To me, cool just mean, I'm going to be real, cool just mean that you following the crowd. That's all it means to me. Like, do what you going to do. You're a black nerd, be proud of that shit. Say what you going to say, do what you going to do. All right? And that's the thing. You want to be proud of that because you're going against so much, but you strong. I mean, just first of all, just as I was saying earlier, just strong to be who you going to be. That's admirable right there. That is admirable. Whenever I run into somebody, they just doing their own thing, they don't give a fuck, I'll be like, yeah, that's how you do it. Shoot, that's important. That's important. That's that shit. People should strive to that. I think we would have a better society if people were just themselves, as long as themselves, who they are, doesn't hurt other people. Black nerds don't hurt anybody. Black nerds just want to do their thing and everything. So be proud of that. Be proud of that. Don't worry about anybody else or somebody saying you got to do this, you got to do that. Only do it if you want to do it. Wear the clothes you want to wear. Have the style you want to have. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you might get, like if you're male or female, you might feel like some people might reject you. They ain't for you. I've known some black nerds who've gotten married. They find each other and just got married. Or, they might find somebody of another race. They still got married. Whatever the case, they were themselves. Don't worry about it. Don't be stuck into what somebody trying to project what their vision of you should be. That's very important. Very important. Like I said, got nothing but admiration. Be proud of who you is. Be proud of it, all right? Yeah, so anyway, that's all I got for today. Y'all think on this, especially the black nerds, all right? Talk to y'all. Peace.